Tennessee actually got its first commitment in the class of 2027. This took me by a surprise a little bit that Tennessee's already getting commitments in the class of 2027, and we're not even to July yet. But when you consider who this guy is, it's not overly surprising that Tennessee landed him. So, three-star linebacker JP Peace committed to Tennessee today. Um, and again, no surprises at all here once I tell you about him. He goes to West High School, first and foremost, in Knoxville. And number two, the Vol legacy of Vol legacies that you'll find here in the next couple of years. His dad, Robert Peace, was a linebacker for Tennessee in the 2000s. His grandfather is none other than former Tennessee head football coach and offensive lineman Philip Fulmer. So, yeah, it just didn't feel like there was going to be any other front runner, despite some of the offers he's gotten. And I've looked at the offer list. It's not tremendous. He does have some other offers from Power 4 schools. Florida State, Purdue, want to say Maryland and Kentucky were in the mix. But when you are that kind of a legacy at Tennessee, I think you throw all that stuff out. You're going to find your way to Tennessee any way you can, and I think that's exactly what we're seeing here with JP Peace.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably someone that's always dreamed of playing football at Tennessee, with his grandfather being Philip Fulmer and his father being a player during some of the great times at Tennessee. Like I said, his dad played from 2000, 2003. I mean, it's probably the last time that Tennessee was pretty good. I mean, outside of like the Hendon Hooker years briefly. I mean, it's nice seeing him come to Tennessee. Like we were just talking about the legacy players, and then once again we got another one for the class of 2027. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that Jason Witten's son is in that class as well, and it would be interesting to see if he ended up committing to Tennessee as well, because I think he's a highly rated linebacker right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know how high Tennessee is on his radar necessarily. I want to say some of the Texas schools are interested, which makes sense because he's an in-stater for them.
yeah, but I mean, it's great that Peace is coming to Tennessee. Hopefully, the Vols get Witten as well. But yeah, I mean, and he's got decent size on him too. I mean, he's 6'3", 215. He'll put on weight for sure once he gets to Tennessee. And one thing that I thought that was interesting when I was looking him up is like how much he looks like Philip Fulmer. Like he looks like a young Philip Fulmer. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Well, he's a few pounds skinnier, I guess.
Well, yeah.
He's certainly not playing offensive line. But you're right, though. 6'3", 215 for a guy that just finished his sophomore year of high school is pretty impressive, because that's about the size of most offensive linemen in the high school ranks, but he looks way more athletic than your average high school offensive lineman. Watching the tape, because I did get to watch some of it this afternoon. Again, very, very athletic looking. And I was impressed. They can use him both as a guy that can get after the quarterback, but also in coverage as an outside linebacker, which is something you look for. I would imagine he'll probably put on some pounds when he gets to college, and even just here in the next couple of years. But yeah, I think the second play on his highlight reel was him dropping back and picking off a pass, which that's good. It's good that he's able to do that. And then, of course, we saw him getting after guys in the backfield for a good chunk of that highlight reel. And again, this is a guy that has only played maybe 1 year of varsity football. Maybe he's played two if he was good enough to get on the field as a freshman. But the point still stands. He still has 2 years left at West High School. So plenty of time to improve his stock. And who knows, maybe he hears from other people as he progresses in high school. But I would think his commitment to Tennessee will wavering just based on everything we know about him and his family.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine he stays committed to Tennessee through and through. And I mean, yeah. I mean, how could you not when your grandfather is one of the most legendary coaches to ever have coached at Tennessee, and then like your father was a pretty good player as well. Yeah, I didn't get to see much of his, or I didn't get to see like any of his tape. So would you say that he's like more of a pass rusher, or is he like pretty balanced there? Because you said he's good at pass coverage as well.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of a balance, but more of what I saw was definitely pass rushing from him. But too, he was able to get in the backfield and stop some run plays as well. So I think both of those are very important qualities you look for in a young outside linebacker.
Yeah, and definitely, I mean, the more pass rushers, the better, in my opinion. Always love seeing defensive linemen and outside linebackers wreaking havoc. So hopefully he can be a good player at Tennessee, and I'm sure he's only going to get better over these next 2 years in high school, and he's going to get bigger as well. And it's gonna be fun to watch. I mean, if he continues to put on weight and everything, I mean, he could be a good player at Tennessee.